What's up, guys? Everyday Shooter back again. Got a quick video for you today to go over a new app that I've come to love called Wintoys. It's going to give you a little more control over your Windows itself, especially if you're a gamer, and most especially if you are CPU bound and just want to eliminate a lot of the things going on in the background. Feel like you have better control of your system. So we're going to start by going to the Microsoft App Store. Wintoys looks like this. You'll see it here. Reviews, you can read about it if you want. If you're not sure if this is something you'd be interested in, I like it a lot. Do be sure and scroll down here and make sure that you do meet the system requirements. It's a nice utility, very small, non-invasive. Doesn't really run in the background unless you have it open and want it to. I really just open it when I'm ready for gaming. So get that downloaded and let's get started. All right, guys, whether you have that on your desktop or your taskbar, let's go ahead and open that app and do some exploring. So right when you open it, the first thing that I like about this is the home screen, if you will. It's going to give you some information about your system, your motherboard, the last BIOS version you have, in case you don't know that. Your processor is going to tell you a lot of information about it. I'm going to give you the basics on the core components of your computer. All right. It's got a performance tab here where you can run a benchmark on your system. It tells you the Windows version, your memory, apps, processes, services, junk. This is just a lot of cool information just to get right out of the gate. You can see over here you got an app section. It's going to show you all the apps on your computer. You got services. If you want to disable services, it tells you what's running automatically, what you have to turn on manually, what you may have disabled or stopped. All these things going on, all these services that this is going to give you a little more control over. The next tab over here is going to be performance. I mean, a lot of options here. I kind of already have mine optimized the way I want it, so I'm going to go over all of that with you and show you my settings and see if that's something that interests you. Very cool app. Here it tells you the health of your PC. You can allow fast startup. All these different things here are very cool. Then did you have a tweaks as well? It's going to give you pretty good control, for instance, over ads. I'm going to have all this stuff turned off. Just very cool stuff. But cool app. I think everyone should download it. Support this guy. It's free. It doesn't cost you any money. And let's get started from the home. All right, let's get into the apps here. So you can a cool filter. You can do just Windows store apps you have. You can put them newest, oldest, smallest, biggest, whatever you want to do here. You see if it's yellow, it's going to require you to reboot your system. You don't have to do it immediately. It's just saying for that to take effect, it's going to take a system reboot when you are done. I got Call of Duty here. I mean, you got search. You can uninstall things right here. Very cool. I've already kind of uninstalled all the things that I don't want or don't need. Again, this is a good place for you to go and just see what's on here and like, okay, do I need this? Do I need that? I use Windows Notepad, but it might be something you can get rid of. Windows Clock, you can get rid of it if you want. The other thing you can do is it gives you a clear definition of what each server or what each app is. So you can just Google this on your phone or down here in your search tab and get some more information. Do you need that? I don't need Windows Print. I thought I uninstalled that already. Maybe it's back. This is one of those things also that every time you do a Windows update, they're going to try to sneak some stuff back in there. This is a good place to go and see what has happened and see if they put something back in that you don't want. You can get rid of it again. Tab's going to be services. I'm just going to scroll down and let you see how mine are set up. And if you're more familiar with your system than I am, you can go in here and disable things you don't want running. Again, you're going to open this Wintoys app while you're gaming. When you're done and you close it out, it shouldn't be running in the background. So if you want to disable some services that you're still going to use later. I mean, you can disable them here while this is open. It'll save those settings. When you're done gaming, close this app, and things should go back to normal. All right. Go over to performance here. This is where we really get into some cool things. You can open your power options. It gives you a quick little shortcut to here, which I like. I had mine on high performance before. This does give me the ultimate performance power plan, which is awesome because I didn't have it. There are other ways to do that, but this just makes it much simpler. You can turn it off and on right here. And also another cool feature here, you hover over it. It tells you whether it's recommended to turn that setting on or off. Hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, that's going to differ depending on your system, but this is a cool little place you can try it. I've tried it both ways. My system does work better with it on. Virtualization based security. This is something you definitely want to have turned off. Startup apps. This is another area here that gives you control over the apps that start when your computer fires up. I have everything here turned off. fact that these things are no longer on my computer here. So I can actually trash this, delete the registry key. So these are apps, see, that I've uninstalled or deleted, but there's still a registry key lurking around that I don't need. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. OneDrive, I don't need OneDrive at all. That can be deleted. I'm going to keep everything else in here as is something that I'm using. Background apps, I definitely want everything running in the background possible to be turned off while I'm gaming. Activity history, don't need that. That's just something running all the time that's going to keep track of websites you're browsing. This is all just Windows-based telemetry, which is basically them, using you as a lab rat to improve their system. And there's plenty of people already doing that. For gamers, that's not something we need to be a part of. Visual settings, I keep these turned off because my graphics card is going to take care of all this for me. I'm not going to be using anything in Windows for that. Transparency, want that turned off. Gaming settings, I have game mode turned on. I've tried it off and on. I think it's better on. I may try and do a video on that later at some point. Again, these are off as well. Okay. Let's close that out. We're going to go down to visual gaming. Search indexing, I have that turned off. It recommends you turn it off. I turn this off. I do not have any other devices that are sharing Windows on my system, so that does not need to be on. The network adapter onboard processor, it's recommended you turn it on, and that's something that I've been trying with off and on as well. It's because it says it's, in theory, it's taking some resources away from your CPU with it off. So it says turning it on has no, if you don't have a supported adapter, then nothing's going to happen. So, all right, that's going to be our performance tab. Let's go over to health. Drive optimization, I would definitely recommend turning this on. It may already be on if you're in Windows 11 or Windows 10, or if you know what it is, it's just constantly trimming up your solid state drive, not defragmenting. It says defragmentation up here, but in my other settings, I have it set on just optimize, so it's just trimming that drive. It's recommended to have this on. I have this turned on as well. Repair, I have all this turned off for now, but if you do have an issue, you have something going on in your system, you're not sure what it is, this is a good place to go in and scan and repair whatever could be going on. Graphics driver, yeah, if you've got any flickering or you feel like, man, my graphics driver is being weird, you can come in here and just restart it. It's a cool little feature. All right, guys, the last tab, tweaks. Here, a couple more options here for us. Things that I really like are they're small things, but I like having control over it, and I like having it all in one space right here. So, for instance, my desktop, I keep recycle bin and shortcut arrows. I have everything else turned off. I do have my wallpaper quality up. I enjoy good-looking wallpaper. Start menu, I have all these things turned off. This, being able to turn this off right here, these three things right here especially, man, makes me so happy to have it in one little drop-down menu right here. Click, click, click. Thank you. File Explorer, it gives you options for your File Explorer. I have this checked on, everything else I have turned off. Privacy, bam, love this. Location off, telemetry off, all this shit off. App launches tracking off, all this shit off. Error reporting off, don't need any of this. All of this is unnecessary. All of this is constantly running in the background if you have it on. This right here makes me very happy. All right, moving on to ads. Again, bam, 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 off, 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 off. I'm gonna turn this off. System. Clock with seconds, I don't need that. I don't need my clipboard history. Don't need any of this shit. I have mouse acceleration turned on, not because I play on keyboard and mouse, because I play on controller, but I just like the feel of it. It's snappier. It's better moving around in Windows. Feedback off. God mode, very cool feature here. I'm sure a lot of you probably heard of this before, but I had not until I installed this app and did a Google search to figure out what it was. It's pretty cool. You turn it on, it's going to copy and make a folder that will be here on your desktop when it's done. And when you open this, it gives you every single function, anything that you can change, alter, settings wise. Just your entire Windows is in one folder. File Explorer options, file history, fonts, indexing, internet options, keyboard. Everything is here in one folder. pretty freaking cool, man. You know, so if sometimes you come across something that a video, or you're like, man, I need to figure out where to go to make this change on my computer, and you don't know how to use the search or find a shortcut to get there. You just scroll through this folder until you find it, and if nothing else, this will help you learn how to navigate your system better. So cool feature, I like that. All right, alt tabs, alt plus tabs includes, yep. User account control, never. All right, spotlight images. But I do really like this. Here again, I have mine appearance. This is the settings for Wintoys. I have mine on dark mode. Really cool. You can change, I think, 2 different fonts there. You can choose which tab you want to open when you open the app. Just, very basic, very simple, very elegant. I really like this software. I think it's cool and easy. Guys, enjoy Wintoys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you have any corrections for any errors I've made, please drop them in the comments below. Thanks again, guys. Cheers.